Magic 89.9.
Nothing like a good beat and a little daydream, right? Imagine Dragons Take Me to the Beach. Speaking of which, imagine yourself at the beach, dog. The sand under your feet, waves crashing, sun on your face. It's not just a fantasy. It's actually good for your mental health. Tell them why, dog. Tell them why.
Well, anytime you have all these good vibes, it brings up your mental health and mental spirit. So it's actually good for you.
That's right. So whether it's a weekend getaway or just a quick stroll along the shore, don't underestimate the power of a little sea, sand, and sunshine. It's a little friendly reminder here from Healthline.
That's your vitamin C, SEA.
That's right. Jam saw me squeal. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Hi to Christian as well and JP, our regulars on playback.tv/magic899. Don't forget, our second hour, we will have Dr. Neil Salarda joining us to talk about adult wellness, regular checkups, and why preventive medicine is key to a longer, healthier life.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for inviting him, Doc. Okay, I do have I'm not sure if I want to take a let's talk about my cough and cold. It's gone.
Congratulations.
Super gone. Kasi nga, iba na yung panahon ngayon, Doc. Alam mo na. And then back-to-back typhoons. Mahalakas yung hangin. Nagpaambon. So, again, yung mga matinding init na biglang may biglang busang ulan, patay na tayo dyan, guys. Mabuti na lang at may Immunomax food supplement. Ang Immunomax ay gawa sa CM glucan na nagmula pa sa Switzerland. And ito po ay available in capsule for adults and syrup for kids. Also in Forte variant. And Doc Rylan made me buy it last week. It totally helped me get rid of this cold I've had for almost 2 weeks. So again, mula po sa aming studio, kahit nasan ka pa, magandang balita talaga ang Immunomax. And just a reminder, ang Immunomax at Immunomax Forte ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin gamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
That's the vitamin C that you need at that point in time with the letter C. They might confuse the other one over the other.
We can combine.
But we can't combine both.
Letter C and vitamin C, SEA. I think that's like that's like the bomb combination. I don't think you'll ever get sick after that. Okay, let's make way for a song sponsorship. Check this one out, guys.
Magic 89.9.
Okay, welcome back to the show. 6:45.
Welcome back.
I want to say hi to Jam. And hi, Cybery.
Hello.
I'm the dancing in Sablay Queen. Also, I'm not sure if he's still watching via playback, but my dear friend Peter from Portland is watching us.
Oh, hi, Peter.
He brought with him the next Messi. Oh, Jordan is going to be the next Messi. Anyway, Peter, I'll see you very, very soon, yeah? Okay, so you just got back from Singapore, Doc Rylan.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were able to give a talk to some of our OFW kababayans and some nurses.
Good for you.
So it was a good thing.
Nice. Now, speaking of Singapore, did you guys know Singapore has established 16 therapeutic gardens explicitly designed to support visitors with autism, dementia, anxiety, and ADHD. Why can't we do the same for this damn country?
These gardens actually get you into the Zen zone.
Right? So, they have gardens that are designed to stimulate the senses of smell, touch, taste, hearing, sight with ultraviolet light mazes. How fun is that?
I know. I'm trying to imagine it right now. I should have gotten a chance to visit at least one of that.
Baka ako'y magka-ADHD. Daming ganun sa Singapore.
Well, especially food though.
Oh, don't talk about that chili crab you had. Also, neuroscientists and psychologists studied the brain activity of 92 visitors to Singapore's first therapeutic garden. It's the Hort Park, and found that it offered greater mental health benefits than regular green spaces, helping improve mood, regulate emotions, lower stress, and even reduce body inflammation.
That's the same reason why a lot get into gardening and the plantitas.
I did that through the pandemic and they all died after.
all of these things take care of plants. And I mean, if you don't get a chance to go to Singapore and get all and experience all of these gardens, you can create your garden, whether it's an actual garden or something in a small plant box, because you live in a very tight space.
And our guest for the second hour is looking at you funny.
Well,
welcome to the studio, Dr. Neil Salarda. Hi.
Hello, good evening.
Thank
Welcome.
you. So yeah, Doc Neil will be joining us on our second hour. And yes, Cybery, the question, I mean, yes, it's been moved. And speaking of moving, we should probably announce.
Yeah, we should probably announce.
Starting next week, we have a new time slot.
Not just time slot,
And
a new date.
A new day. So
new date.
we are going to be...
Yeah, starting next week on the 18th. That's a Tuesday and not a
Thank you,
Wednesday.
Doc.
Let's repeat that. It's going to be on a Tuesday. And our time slot will now be on 3 to 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so new day and time slot for Healthline.
We do hope you get a chance to still listen to us.
Still the fabulous.
Well, yes, we still have the fabulous Tina Ryan. She'll always be there.
Don't make me banta. You're fabulous. You're fabulous.
Is this a mutual admiration society again?
High five. Let's get back to more of today's best music. This one's coming in from Hosier. Miran, did I say that right?
Yep.
I'm not even sure.
She's nodding right now. She's nodding.
This one's called Nobody Soldier on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Shirt that you're wearing, but it's black pink.
I want the other jump later on.
Yeah.
We're going to have that later on.
Do I have a choice, really? Anyway, I just had to make this sing it, Doc. For those of you just tuned in, this is Healthline. On Wednesdays, we discuss your health and wellness and whatever goes in between.
Whatever can make you healthy and live longer.
And, you know, since I'm known as a dancing queen, Doc Neil, on Fridays, I claim that. See, that's my disco ball. So, there was a study done back in 2024 that followed older adults for 6 months, Doc. Half did traditional fitness, half danced. Both groups improved endurance and strength, but
I
only the dancers increased brain volume and BDNF, or
brain volume,
brain-derived neurotrophic factor. So, the molecule that drives neuroplasticity, mood, and learning speed. So, yung grupo ng sumayaw, doctors,
they're better off.
yeah, BDNF up plus 32% in the dance group.
Wow.
So dancing is good for you guys.
It is.
Dance.
Why? Who said it wasn't?
Some people said, "Oh, I don't dance." No, you know what? You don't have to be like the best dancer. Just move something, because
Just move.
I also found out the lesser movement, the more your body will age, right, Doc?
And you know, you move with a groove. It just doesn't help your physical and the mental as well.
Thank you.
And that proves, because this is a study based on older individuals. There have been a lot of studies.
Mga older.
No, older. What I meant was you're not a teenager anymore.
I'm kidding, of course.
Because the studies that were done previously were on a whole lot younger individuals, the teenagers, 20s, 30s.
Exactly.
So this is a very good study that they actually made.
Here you go. Speaking of dancing, I hope the people stuck in traffic right now.
Yes.
I hope this track makes you dance.
Magic 89.9.
That was May? I think that's what it says. Anyway, welcome to the second hour of Healthline. I'm Tina Ryan.
Still at Healthline, also with Dr. Rylan here.
And joining us tonight is someone who knows the ins and outs of keeping our bodies in check, especially as we get older. He's an internal medicine specialist, president of the Quezon City Medical Society District 5, vice president of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine QC chapter. Please welcome, live in the Magic Studio, Dr. Neil Salarda.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hi, Doc.
Hi.
Okay, Doc.
Yes.
What does internal medicine cover?
Internal medicine
Okay.
covers adult patients, relatively patients from 18 years old and above. We cover different diseases for the heart, lungs, others.
It's So how is it different from family medicine or general practice?
Oh, so initially when you graduate medicine, first when you have your license, you're called a general practitioner. Okay, but if you proceeded to residency and you specialize for adults 18 and above, and you studies about different organs, that's what you call the internal medicine.
Okay.
If for a newborn up to 7 years old, that's what we call pediatrician. If you do surgery, surgeons. If you assist patients in giving births, OB-GYN and etc.
What's the differentiation? Because you still see adult patients from the family medicine specialists, although they see young ones as well. But how do you discern family medicine practice from internal medicine practice?
So basically, you're more specialized in adult cases and you're more familiar with specific guidelines. Unlike with family practitioners, they both ways treat young and elderly patients. But for us, I feel better and comfortable in treating adult patients because you're more directed in treating specific organs. But if you want to further specialize, you go to other subspecializations.
That's where you have your cardiology, pulmonology, endocrinology, etc., etc. Ology.
If you have a passion for learning, that's what we call medicine is dynamic.
Yes.
Pero Doc, when should someone see an internist instead of a specialist?
So, basically, first and foremost, the best doctor is the most nearest doctor that you could come. But it's better that first you see by a internal medicine specialist. We could treat all kinds of diseases. But if we need further treatment, or if it's outside of the scope of the internal medicine specialist, we could refer to other subspecialties for better patient care.
That's the reason why we get a lot of patients coming from internists, because more often than not, most patients go to internists first. And then depending on the disease entities, if they require surgical clearance or the patient might actually be a surgical patient, then they do refer it to us. So we do get a lot of referrals from them.
For adults, internists are what you call, I think, are screening doctors because they usually come to us, and then later on, if need be, if we refer to other specialties.
Got it. Now, so what are the most common conditions you see now in your clinic?
Basically, because of the rainy seasons, usually coughing, colds, and respiratory ailments are the common causes of patient consultations these days, ma'am.
Kakatapos ko lang.
You just finished your bout of cough and cold.
Thank you, Immunomax. By the way, special appearance, Pepper, the station mascot. Mwah. It's not Pets in the City, baby. I just had to bring you. Okay, go back to sleep. Okay, let's talk about everyday habits that affect health, shall we?
Sure.
Lifestyle, because sometimes people think feeling tired or dizzy is just kulang sa tulog, docs, or pagod lang. What are some everyday symptoms we shouldn't ignore?
So, usually, easy fatigability, lack of sleep, tiredness. Okay, those are the common causes that we shouldn't ignore, because sometimes it could be due to some ailments in the body, but it could also be due to stress.
Again.
Stress talaga no? Parang I feel like stress is the number one cause of diseases.
And it makes things worse, actually.
Doc, how often should adults go for a checkup?
So, routinely, if you're a healthy individual, I'm also an occupational medicine specialist, okay, by the way, on top of being an internist. So, usually, if you're a regular healthy adult, we do a regular annual physical checkup, regular consult at least once a year, okay? But if you're on medications and certain diseases, depending on the follow-up of the doctor, usually every 6 months or every 3 months, depending of the current status of you're in right now.
I do have this question.
Nagtanong sa doktor.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, but because
Yes, sir.
healthy individuals should have at least a checkup once a year. That's why you have the annual physical checkup. How do you classify and qualify a healthy individual? Because for me, as long as your bones aren't broken, you're relatively healthy for me. So in an internist standpoint, what is a healthy individual?
So, basically, we have parameters to notify if you are within the healthy parameters. For example, you have normal vital signs, you have normal BMI, okay, your laboratory tests are normal, okay.
Yeah.
But besides that, we are also have other physical aspects like the emotional health of the patient, if you're unhealthy or not, okay.
See, all of that, I just passed through it.
Yeah.
So it's a different point of view from, say, an orthopedic surgeon versus that of an internist's point of view. That's why even if we feel that a patient might be okay, we still refer back to the internist to ensure
Just
that
to make
they
sure.
actually are okay.
Yeah, and Doc Neil Salarda, for those who just tuned in, he is also a part of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine, which we're going to discuss after this song, because we do have to play today's best music.
Over at the station, of course.
Right? This one's coming hot, very hot, from John Legend featuring Saweetie. This one's called All She Wanna Do on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I'm done with man-child. 7:23 on Healthline. Hi, Ella Habibi and Negatron.
Hello, hello.
And Christian. Negatron, anong sakit pag may heartbreak? Who would like to answer that?
I was gonna say, let's talk. We don't just fix broken bones and broken faces. We also fix broken hearts.
Yeah, and off air, Doc Neil, our guest
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
By next month.
You were saying something about holiday what?
So there is a good. We have a saying, holiday heart syndrome. That is a rare disease that sometimes happens during the holidays because people drink a lot, eat a lot, and they suffer cardiac problems during that times, and they later called it a holiday heart syndrome.
Holiday heart syndrome.
Akala ko because they're single and lonely. Magpapasko, malamig. Okay. Wow. Okay. So earlier I did mention that Doc Neil Salarda, tonight's guest here on Healthline, is part of the Philippine College of Occupational Medicine. Let's touch on workplace wellness, Doc.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the
Workplace safety.
most common work-related health issues you see?
So basically in the workplace, the common problems that we encounter, maybe you see also, Doc, are musculoskeletal problems. Because
I'm sorry, say that again?
musculoskeletal problems.
Oh.
Muscle pains, back aches.
Oh.
Okay, aches of the joints because usually I'm from the private practice of a construction company. So that's the usual complaints of our employees.
Oh, because it's either overused or suddenly used.
You have to
Yes.
stretch. The power of stretching, you guys. Hi, Cassie. Buti na lang daw climate change na, hindi na malamig.
But besides those other problems, because it's still rainy season, one of our most common ailments right now are respiratory illnesses, flus, cough, colds.
Because it's still the flu season.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's colder,
Yes.
right? Okay. Now, Doc, how can office workers take better care of their health, especially with long hours and stress?
So especially in the workplace, we incorporate proper mental health with the patients because on top of having them fitness to work prior to entering in the company, we do regular physical checkups. They are provided with the healthcare facilities. We also should take care of the mental health of our workers.
There you go. Speaking of mental health, what role does mental health play in overall wellness, Doc? Paki-explain na lang sa
So
kanila.
basically, of overall wellness, mental health is very important because besides of the usual things that we see in the body, there should be proper treatment of regarding the mental capacity of the patient. Because, for example, if the patient is depressed, he will not be able to function properly, not go to work, his efficiency will go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oo nga naman.
They don't function well, and if they don't function well, the end productivity decreases. Which
Of course. They're not efficient
the
workers.
employers wouldn't want that.
Yeah, very good employer, Cassie. Yeah, thank you, Cassie. Playback.tv/magic899 if you're watching. If you have any questions for Doc Neil, we also have an orthopedic surgeon here in the house. You can also throw questions his way if you want, or you can give us a call, 863-10899. Viber.
Well, our Viber is 0945-971-4011.
We are going to discuss about preventive medicine and later on with Doc Neil Salarda. Doc, do you have anyone to say hi to by any chance? And love your modeling photos, by the way. Doc Neil here is a model. My goodness.
I told you.
Recently hobby.
Grabe.
That's his hobby, being
a mountaineer / model.
but they're both M's. Like,
Just came about
do
that
they
by
do the
true
same thing?
accident. So I would like to say hi to my family from the Quezon City Medical Society.
Hello,
and
family from the Quezon City
Philippine
Medical
College
Society.
of Occupational Medicine, Quezon City chapter.
Nice. Okay, again, if you have any questions for tonight's Healthline guest, Doc Neil Salarda, he is with us this evening. I have room for one more song, Doc Rylan, before we take another break. So shall I? Hang on. I thought I had it.
It's somewhere there. It's usually.
It's here. Here we go. This one's coming from Frizzle Ann and John Roa. Akin ka lang on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Put your cat with jealous type, which is kind of me. I have to admit, I do get jealous from time to time. I think it's normal behavior.
It is a normal human
right?
behavior.
Just pag over yun, then that becomes a problem.
And if it becomes, you manifest it in different ways.
Oh,
then,
yeah.
there might be a problem there.
I'm like the jealous malambing type. Yeah. I'm not like the jealous no.
Bigla ko na-curious kung ano sabihin.
You'll know. Hi, PJ899. Okay, for those of you just tuned in, we have Doc Neil Salarda with us. And right now we're going to talk about, preventive medicine and I guess his final advice. Doc, what's one thing you wish more Filipinos understood about preventive medicine?
So you should have good life-work balance. Okay, basically, most of us work to earn money, but later on, our earnings and savings deplete because we try to cure ourselves. So, in our early stages, you should already have a life-work balance to have proper, to be physically fit, and you also have mental health at the same time.
I love that.
Talaga.
Life-work balance.
Yeah.
So, it's not like you work so you get paid and getting work.
Kasi diba, like people take health for granted when they're...
No, but what he said was really true. You work, so you earn a whole lot because you want to earn a whole lot. But at the end of the years of working...
You spend what your hard-earned money.
For hospitalization, managing disease entities, or whatever happens to you in the end.
Yeah.
So dapat pala now mag-good time na.
That voice belongs to a dear
YOLO,
friend.
sir, YOLO.
A dear friend of mine, Tony Boy de Leon. He is the founder, organizer of the November Hi-Fi Show, which is coming up very, very soon. And now in its 23rd year.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to talk to him about it in a bit. So, Doc, any messages or just I guess yung best tip, simplest tip that you can maybe just encourage our listeners to do or think about?
So, one of my motto and what I usually tell to
Ay,
my
gusto ko
friends,
to motto. Ayan na. Oo.
love what you do. Okay, because everything that you love, that makes you work more and strive for the best. Okay? That keeps me going. Love what you do.
Love what you do, not fall in love with what you do.
That's why you do your boyfriend.
No, Doc Neil, thank you so much
Thank
for
you, Doc
stopping
Neil.
by.
Thank you.
You've been amazing, and we do hope to have you back on the show. You have a home
There's
here
gonna
on
be
Healthline.
There's going to be a part 2. More
Hopefully, he's
Hopefully.
available.
Hopefully, hopefully.
An early notice.
Oh, my.
Bring my
Yeah,
time.
because again,
problem.
come next week, we have a new time slot, new day.
New day. We're going to be on Tuesdays at 3 to 5 in the afternoon. So starting on the 18th, that's next Tuesday. Healthline will be at 3 to 5 in the afternoon.
Wala nang bate, Doc? No more? No. Wala nang habol? Okay, stick around, Doc, because we're going to talk about the Hi-Fi Show and why it's good for our health,
Yes.
too. Let's make way first for...
Magic 89.9.
Paris Hilton on today's Best Music. Should women chase? I forgot. This is Healthline, you guys.
We're still at Healthline. We still have a few more minutes.
And, here on the show, we talk about everything that keeps you feeling good inside and out. And now we all know that music can lift our mood, ease our stress, and even help us focus. But here's something you might not think about. The quality of the sound itself might also affect our well-being. So that's why we're excited so excited about this weekend's Hi-Fi audiophile show where sound isn't just heard, it is felt. And with us tonight is my dear friend. Thank you so much for saying yes to my last-minute invitation.
Thanks for having me.
Tony Boy De Leon is the founder and organizer of the November Hi-Fi show, now on its 23rd year. OMG, congratulations, bud. Okay, so let's start with when people hear Hi-Fi audiophile show, naiisip ko agad it's just for music geeks or techies. But for you, is it really about the experience? It's really about the experience of listening, right?
It's really an experience because, even if a great song comes out in the radio, but it sounds really crappy from the sound system, it's not enjoyable. Okay, I can relate to one late evening. I went to, I think a 7-Eleven, and the cashier was playing really loud music and the speaker that was screaming for help. Sabog na. I know the song, it's great, but it was
with
totally
really bad sound system.
irritating. It was all distortion. So music has the same effect. If you listen to something recorded well and sounds really good, you'll feel like your blood pressures would go down. You'll be relaxed. So,
Tony, can I just share Doc Rylan and Doc Neil? One time, Tony invited me over to his place. He's got I can't tell mono from audio, by the way. I'm semi-being it. But anyway, he played the song on his system. Mm-hmm. And it sounded so good, Miran. I freaking cried.
Oh, wow.
I could not believe that. I don't know if it's the song, but it was something about the sound, the audio. It was Michael Feinstein?
Yes, Feinstein.
Yes. It's an older song that he revived, but it was so beautiful. I got so emotional.
What I noticed with good recordings, which you don't hear in crappy system, is there are nuances that you will not hear if you have a crappy sound system. That's why, I also have this bar now that wherein the performers perform without microphone. What I notice is when there's a performance, you notice these small nuances that you'll never pick up in something that's mic. The electronics seems to get rid of all the details that makes it unnatural. See, so that's the same thing with having a great sound system. We try to create something as natural as possible. And you'll know it because once you listen to something, you'll feel a change in your emotion. So therapy.
Doctors...
It helps you with all of the stress that we're having right now.
I was going to say, can better sound really help with things like anxiety or sleep? No?
Yes. I think there's a study that when you're relaxed, you don't produce any cortisol. When you're stressed, that's when you produce that cortisol thing that ruins your body. See, so music calms you down and it really changed your mood. Okay. There's this album by Chet Baker, the title song, She Was So Good to Me, You have to take the music in context. He made this recording just coming out of prison. He was jailed for heroin possession. They beat him up. He came out with all his teeth gone. From being a sex symbol singer to become a broken man. He recorded this music. She Was So Good to Me. You can tell more or less what the song's about.
I'm writing it down.
Okay. When I heard
try
it,
to look for it already.
Yes, when I heard it, the first time I played it in my system, I became teary. Because knowing the context and you hear his voice, you can see the regret and the agony he went through.
All the emotions that the writer and the singer was going through at that time.
You will not feel that way in a crappy system. So
you end up turning it off, no?
Yes,
Papatayin mo na lang. Hi, Uncle Fedge! And then, for our listeners who unwind with playlists after a long day, how can they improve their listening experience without spending too much naman?
Well, in the Hi-Fi show, we cover all bases. You can start by buying really good headphones and then maybe move up later on. we have things from a few thousand pesos, mga 2,000 for good headphones. But if you have the box, like if you just got a new flood control project, there's like $1 million peso sound system that, you know, it would fit the budget. So it's all there.
my
So it doesn't have to be expensive just to get good sound.
No, okay. What I noticed this year is actually the Chinese products. They're really good. Okay,
Oh, wow.
I would say, okay, I'm sure you've heard that China now is the number one producer of electric vehicles. Even in terms of technology, Tesla's like way behind. There's nothing new, but the Chinese come up with everything new. It's the same with audio now.
Wow.
I would say from what I'm seeing now, when it comes to digital reproduction and vacuum tubes, I think China's dominating in terms of quality.
Who was dominating before ba?
In vacuum tubes, maybe in the 90s, it was Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Okay. And then in terms of digital, it was still the Western countries, the US primarily. But now,
Okay.
the Chinese stuff, it's amazing. And for the price,
Definitely a whole lot of difference.
oh
from
yeah. I mean,
Ano tong
original one.
DAC eh? Si Direk, required po bang gumamit ng DAC? And to kasi maglalayo ka sa kanta na yun.
okay, DAC stands for Digital Analog Converter. Basically, it converts the digital signal into analog so we can hear it in the speaker.
Oh.
Okay, if you're going to invest in a streaming system, to me, that's the most important investment, the DAC.
Oh,
That
okay.
will determine the quality of your sound.
So how can you say how to invest in a good system besides knowing the brand? You're saying about the Chinese market is becoming number one right now, but for many newbies, how can you say to invest in this type of product? What are your parameters to say that they are good?
No, actually, the parameter is your ears. I mean,
As long as it sounds
No,
good
but
to
not
you.
all people have the
Good.
acute eye in
No,
hearing and for
okay.
music. So
Oh, like me.
no.
Oo, I
No,
can't.
ganito yan. Okay. It's dalawa, it's like my taste in wine. There's only two types of wine. Pangit and masarap. It's the same thing with audio. You will hear a certain sound that will appeal to you. Example, the nice thing with organizing the hi-fi show, I get to play with toys I can never afford.
Okay.
Kasi wala ang flood control program pa.
Okay.
So every Sunday morning when no one's in the show, I go to the most expensive sound system. I think 2 years ago, I think the system was about maybe 34 million pesos.
Wow.
What?
The speaker was I think 12.
Wow.
only the speaker alone.
Speaker lang was
million.
about 12.
Okay.
So I got to play with it. It was amazing. Ang ganda talaga, ibang klase. Pero hindi ko type.
Okay.
It's nice.
Okay.
Why did you? What
I
you
look
didn't like
for-
about
okay.
it?
I'm what they call a mid-range guy. I love the human voice. Some people, they like bass. Powerful bass. Like
Okay.
chug-chug. Ganyan.
Dumadagundong
Yun.
sa sahig. Yun.
I'm into mid-range. To me, the best sound is the sound that approaches the normal, natural human voice. That's what I search for.
So talaga
Okay.
parang mindful listening talaga.
Yeah, I look for certain nuances.
Okay.
See? So actually, my favorite sound system is a system that my best friend built for me.
Oh,
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah.
Hey.
See? So that's the thing. If you want to find out what type of music or what style you like, the best place to go is the hi-fi show this weekend.
Okay.
It's
Saturday,
free.
Sunday.
Okay.
One, it's free.
Yeah.
Second,
I know.
there's 60 rooms of audio equipment. So for sure,
Sawa ka, Doc.
there is something there that you will like within
That would be
your
a good
budget.
hobby.
That's
So,
for sure.
It doesn't have to be that expensive,
No,
but as
no,
long
no.
as it's something that really pleases your ear,
Definitely.
that'll be the thing
It's
for
funny,
you.
okay, because I've been in the hobby for such a long time. People invite me to listen to their sound system to make judgment. Yeah, they respect my opinion. Eh.
Yes.
The thing is, I tell them, you know what? I see what's nice about your system.
But
But
Here's the but.
it's not my thing. I'm looking for certain things.
Yeah.
I'll tell them, okay, maybe your bass is really good, but it's a little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
The mid-range a bit muted, which I look for. Yun, but it sounds really good. See, so everyone, the best tool to determine the best sound is not gauge or electronics. It's your ear.
Oh.
If it sounds good
really
to you,
sounds good to you.
that's it.
That's
That's it. If someone,
what's for you.
Yes, if someone says otherwise, mali siya kasi it's not his ears, it's your ears.
Oo, tenga mo yun eh.
Pero na lang kung sound system niya kasi yun.
Okay. No, but
nakikinig ka lang.
No, but I have to say, universally, that sound from the 7-Eleven, that was horrible. That was horrible.
Can you tell us which branch so we won't go there? Tony, Direct Alvin's asking, IEM, no need na po ba ng DAC?
No, IEM is just a headphone.
Okay.
Okay, the nice thing, the hi-fi show, okay, di ba when you see like Gary Vee concert, you see like an IEM in his ear.
Yes.
A lot of that actually is made here.
Really now?
Yes, so in the hi-fi show, you can go there, they'll measure your ear canal, and in a week, you'll get your new IEM.
Wait, what? Is that free? Is that free?
No, it's not free. You pay for that. You pay for that. No, but okay, una, there's different levels. Okay,
Yes.
the IEMs that you can make paggawa anywhere goes from I think 3,000 up to 88,000 pesos.
But as low as 3,000? I mean, I was
Yes.
expecting the 88 thing.
No.
That much.
I
But
think the 3,000, what you get is a single driver, isang speaker driver. For the 88, surprisingly, I think there are like 14 in that earphone.
really?
14 speakers
Wow.
inside. Okay. Those IEMs kasi, all around the world, the main component is only made by 2 factories yata in Germany and Japan. So they all use the same things. That's why if I were to recommend, magpagawa ka sa Pilipinas. Una, it's probably cheaper. The quality
Definitely.
is at par or even better.
Wow.
In my
good to
opinion.
know.
In my
Good to
opinion.
know.
Yes.
Well, Tony, thanks so much for stopping by. Go ahead and invite them.
Yes, thanks for having me. So, if you have nothing much to do and want to learn about audio and good sound, not 7-Eleven music, go to the
Or
Makati
convenience store music.
Yes, go to the Makati Diamond Residence in Greenbelt from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. for the biggest hi-fi show in the country. Thank you.
Yay! And I love that Doc Neil here actually asked the question. Pwede na ako mag-absent. Kayo na ni Doc Rylan.
Yeah.
And that is it for Healthline. Again, to our guests, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
Doc Rylan, anything coming up for you this week?
Well, it's different this week. There will be a regional assembly of the Philippine Medical Association at the Eastern Visayas region. So, doctors in the Eastern Visayas region will be in Tacloban. So, we'll probably see you there as well on Sunday.
And I guess you guys can catch me back on Friday for the madness. Tina Ryan saying goodbye.
But let's remind them once more, we're going to be on Tuesdays at 3 to 5 starting next week.
That is right.
So you might miss us on this time slot. So we're going to be on Tuesdays 3 to 5.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This program was brought to you by EO Executive Optical. For expert eye care, come to EO Executive Optical. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Magic 89.9.